Vítám tě u nového pokračování Hogwarts Legacy s DaddyPatresem. Já tě vítám u mě na videu. Doufám, že se ti minulé to video líbilo a dneska máme pokračování. Mimochodem, nezapomeň dát odběr, like a všechno možný, co by si jenom mohl kliknout. Hlavně, tam nedávej ten palec dolů. Budeme pokračovat, už jsme v Radavicích a myslím si, že budou nějaký brikule, jak někdo vždycky říká. Takže uvidíme, co se dneska odehraje ve světě Hogwarts Legacy a jdem se na to podívat. Here we go. To jsem asi přetáhl. Serus, Čičo. Serus, Čičo. Serus, Čičo.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel.
Počkej, frére. Jsem ještě napít, kámo. Tak co, Sebastiane, co mi chceš říct,
I
Sebastiane?
enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was
No.
certainly good practice.
Budeme mluvit o tom, jak se stal napít.
It felt more like
Muselo se mi to povést, neříkejte mi žena. Je to normálně suverénní Harry Potter. Suverénní Harry Potter. Tomu já říkám, vole, frajer. Tomu já říkám frajer. Každopádně, začali jsme, udělali jsme jenom úvod, začátek a jdeme pokračovat. Protože tamhle ten zmiozelský Patrik Filip. To je má pravá osobnost. Všechny zabíjet. Ale tohle zkusíme hrát na ten způsob, jako Harry Potter. Uvidíme, jestli se udržíme s tím Avada Kedavra a tak. I když stejně prostě je potřeba to Avada Kedavra používat. To si budem povídat. Ale Paťulica musí ještě něco tady udělat trošičku, protože je to jako hodně jako hlasitý, že jo. Možná to dáme takhle. Aby to bylo trošku jako lepčejší. Já vím, že ono pak by bylo slyšet na Steamu, takže uvidíme. Máme hotové první procento. Ty sluchátka, to je vždycky za prst. Já se něco chci podívat. Jo, to je všechno na ultra, chápete to, to se mi ani nikdy nesnělo, že bych to hrál na ultra detaily, jo. Crazy. Crazy. No. Tady jsme si hezky prohlídli něco. No, hraješ na kytaru dobře, no, frajere. Jdi na hodinu kouzel. Já vím, že největší průser bylo pak hledání všech těch možných. Musím něco vytvořit. Bylo nejhorší hledání prostě všech těch možných truhliček a všeho toho. To bylo za trest prostě.
Revelio.
Tamhle ty můry. Na to se moc těším taky. Na to se taky moc těším.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
To jsou ty truhličky, co mají očička a nenechají tě jenom tak do nich podívat. Bej chytrej.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Pojď si sednout ke mně, jo.
Hello,
dobře.
I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Kývaj k
I
levele,
am
to je
afraid
tady
it is too
krásná
late to study
žovka,
now.
tyhle, zdravá.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Ale pane profesore, já jsem chudej, já nemám knížku. Jasně. Bum. Akio. Jdeme si přitahovat věcičky.
Akio.
Dej sem. Neboj.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Jdeme si přitahovat všechno na světě.
I've always found that
Všechno
fun
bude
goes
naše.
hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the
Absolutně
Quidditch players
všechno.
amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Jo, to je zase ta hra, tu úplně nesnáším, tyjo, tohle se
So why don't
mnou
we have our newest students
nenáviděl
start us
tohle
off?
to potom, tyjo, si závody. Bych radši dělal závody na koštěti, než tohle. Jo.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but in excellent control there.
Jo, no, to víš, protože už jsou najetý, vole, pane profesore.
That's it!
That's it! Hej, to čumíš, veď, tyhle.
Splendid!
To je nejlepší. Pane profesore, udělejte ze mě vašeho koně.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor.
Sázíte na
But
mě
there's
všechno,
certainly
co
no
máte,
sport
pane
in playing
profesore.
without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
The challenge.
You'll be the blues just as
Tak
before,
pojď,
and Miss
frérko.
Onai, you are playing
Jo,
red.
začínáš,
Clear?
jo.
Yes, sir.
Tak začni Natašo.
Be sharp. There we go.
Here we go.
Akio.
To jsem asi přetáhl.
Stay
Here we go.
To je nefér, to jsem nechtěl. vole. Mrcho.
Excellent control there.
Let us see this.
Musím dělat chytře. Musíme vystrčit tu její kouli.
That is how it's done.
Akio.
Nevystrčil jsem tu její kouli, do
Quite
pytle.
impressive.
Ježišmarja, kdyby mi nespadla, to je taky to o něčem jiném.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Si myslím.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Tak ukáž, paní profesorko.
Akio.
Stoj!
Very good.
Watch this. Phew.
To čumíš, co, Natašo?
Brilliant.
Nacia.
Here we go.
Nacia.
That is how it's done.
No.
Akio.
Ups.
A perfect score.
Perfektní, já vím.
Remarkable.
Nemusíš mi to říkat, já to vím.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
No.
Class
vím,
is
ne, jsem
dismissed.
dobrý.
Gather your things on the way out.
Tamhle ten...
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Ah,
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Z Ugandy, jo.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Tak co děláš tady, jo?
yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
No.
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's
Thanks.
nice to learn
Ciao.
about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course,
Revelio.
you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it
A
won't work on
word,
humans.
if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well,
No, no.
an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Díky, strejdo.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Máme level 2. Tu seš.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about.
Hope your first day's going well.
You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities.
Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his.
Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Nože dobrá.
Revelio.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you?
Jo, tohle to, počkej, to, jak to bylo?
The Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my
Takže by to měl
goodbyes. I
být
shall
tady
cheer for the
koník.
boy who says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
A
It was
koník tady
Basil
není.
Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the
Ty vole,
minister
já
a
už se
boot
nepamatuju,
or the
jak to bylo,
minister
jak to bylo,
a flack?
to.
Stop it,
Jak to bylo, kurva? Door puzzle. Jo, je přesně ono. Jo, takže jasný. Takže.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get teams to smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves!
To mělo být hromady
You'll
5,
get us all detention.
12, jo.
And you're both wrong anyway. It
1,
was Hephaestus
4,
Gore.
It wasn't boot
5,
and it
takže
wasn't
7.
flack, but you're
7
all
by
in
měl
trouble
být.
with Professor Black.
Jsem dobrý prostě.
Revelio.
Jsem prostě dobrý. Leviosa. Jo, ne, jak to bylo? Jak se otevírají ty truhly tím kouzlem? Serus, Číčo. Serus, čičo. Serus, čičo.
Have you ever seen a professor outside the castle? I find it...
Revelio.
Nahoře je truhlička, tam taky. Ale tam ještě nejdeme. Protože my se jdeme podívat, kam máme jít. Jasně. Koli. Oprava proti černé magii. Jdeme se učit obranu proti černé magii.
Revelio.
Vždycky to cvakání, vždycky, když někde něco objevíš, to je tak nepříjemný, protože nevíš, kde to máš hledat. No, tyhle ty můry na té já prdím.
I never thought I'd actually enjoy
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Tak jo, znalosti, jo. Dobře. Chytrá ženská.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprise opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt?
Střík do tránek z toho.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Oh, gosh.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
Boom! Se čekal, co, frére?
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel.
Počkej, frére. Jsem ještě napít, kámo.
And Protego. You may begin.
Protego be easy.
Stupid tiger.
Se čekal, co, frére?
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Co? Přivítání Bradovicí, brácho?
Stupid. Good form. I know.
Jsi trošku nečekal, kámo. Střík do tranek, frér.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Ten svík, jo.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hagrid. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
No si
I
píš.
demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle.
Tak co,
for one.
Sebastiane, co mi chceš říct,
I
Sebastiane?
enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was
No.
certainly good practice.
Budeme mluvit o tom, jak se stal napít.
It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way, didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
To nebyl.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
To chci.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
Rád
Whether it's
porušuji
joining a
pravidla.
secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
Ahoj, profesorko.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Revelio.
Pivernová fontána, díky. Mimochodem, kdo tuhle hru ještě nehrál, to já doporučuji si zahrát, je úplně geniální. Už jsem to jednou otočil.
Revelio. Levioso.
A je to prostě úplně geniální. Ahoj Barry, vítám tě.
Revelio.
Vítám tě u mě na streamu. Hele, tady by byl to Repario. A to ještě nemáme. To ještě nemáme. Repario. Nemáme, no.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Dostaneme hnedka...
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Svou místnost.
There you are. I trust your first classes went well?
Profesorka Weasleyová. Co
I
pa?
heard as much
Vypadá
from
to jako
Professors
máma
Hackett and
Rona
Rowan.
Weasleyho, ale
Seems
není to
Professor
Rona.
Fig
Máma
taught you
Rona
quite a
Weasleyho.
bit
Je to jeho
before you arrived.
Babička
I'd
možná.
wager there's a good deal
Prababička
more to
možná.
your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Děkujeme, paní profesorko.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a
Ne, co
recipe
to
of
kouzla?
sorts used when conjuring
Já jsem na kouzelný škole?
I shall explain
Co?
more about
Já
them
jsem
when you
na
begin
jeřabince.
working with transfiguration
Neřizovač.
magic.
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
There is.
A za
Most
Ollivandrem, to
people
se
are familiar
těším.
with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker.
Pane
I would
Ollivandere, já
trust
chci vaši
no one
hůlku.
else to pair me with a wand.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Já chci Sebastiána. No i když tyhle Sebastián je zlej, s tím ještě budeme mít hodně jako setkání. Budeme s ním hodně řešit spoustu zajímavých temných věcí. Díky němu se vlastně dostaneme k Avada Kedavra a Crucio a tak dále, tak dále. A na ty, to je prostě buchta, s kterou si budeme jako trávit nějaký čas, takže já chci Sebastiána.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear.
Já cítím
Mr.
temnou
Sallow is
magii.
a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've
toho
finished
jsme
Professor
potkali.
Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
To je legendární masku, jsem čel. Nebojte, paní profesorko, já vám to tam pak vykradu, až budu umět o demikart.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo.
Reparo.
Fixes things
To je
right
přesně
up,
ono, co
makes a
chceme.
broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic.
No tak jsem s
I
tím.
have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Tak jdeme
I'll
na
start
to.
on the task right away, Professor.
Ku podivu. Je to
This is the
tady.
right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio.
Seber letající stránku poblíž rozbité sochy. Seber letající stránku, že proti.
Accio.
Got it.
A flying page must be around
Hello.
here somewhere.
Hej Sam. Se nečekal pan profesor, že to bude tak rychlé, veď?
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous.
Mě nauč.
You clearly
Ripero.
know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Ripero.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heart.
Revelio.
Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
To tě jako opravil a nic mi nedáš, jo? Ty mrcho. Ty mrcho. Zamčeno. Co bych měl, ty ve? Bude mikat.
Revelio.
Ježiš, tady ty to nesnáším. Zamčeno. Tady to je.
Revelio.
Žabý sbor. Jo. No, přesuneme se trošku portálečkem, protože tady to bychom tady dělali hodně dlouho. Jan. Tak možná aspoň sem poblíž, třeba nás to přesune trošku bléže.
Revelio.
It was only Accio. I don't see what the fuss is about.
I would say the fuss is about...
Takže 21, jo. 0, 1, 2, takže 2 a 11, 13. Takže potřebujeme 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pavouka. Ne, počkej, pavouk. Počkej, kde je ta druhá sračka? By měla být někde tady nahoře. Ne, jo.
Wish I could have studied here when
Počkej, počítám blbě. Ne, to bylo tady vlastně. Pavouček. 9. Takže hydru. Budeme let ze schodů. Jsem prostě dobrý.
Revelio.
Spod to tady cinká někde. Co to tady kurňa cinká? Se tady aspoň objevíme tuto. Čepna lektvarů. No jo, ale my potřebujeme se dostat sem. Takže tudy má.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora.
Ciao, Nora.
Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason.
To si pej, že v tom je
Something
něco
more to
víc.
this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better
Jsou
luck than I
problémy,
have.
tyjo. To jsou problémy.
Do come and find the mystery.
Revelio.
Ale jo,
Lumos.
vlastně. Lumos.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Vajíčko. No a
This
tady
looks like the
zakladneš.
location from the
Pojď ke
painting.
mně, pojď ke
Let's get
mně.
you back to your frame, little moth.
To jsou ještě úplně tak primitivní úkoly, ale pak ty jako to najít.
I knew there was a connection.
To je
I should
nejhorší.
tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
To je pak fest náročný. Hej, čaje, už jsem na to přišel. Chceš to naučit? Nebo tě to nechci naučit
Lenora,
možná?
I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it.
No,
You have a knack for
slabý
solving riddles.
kousek seš, no.
Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth!
No a už mě nech bejt, já už potřebuju to. Jít do těch prasinek a užít si to. Ne, asi, tuhle to, hej. Schválně, jo. To? Bude něco mezi váma dvěma? Vím, že to umíte. Kažte to, ne? Kaž to, ne? Jo, prdele. Se pak začnou prát. O, tak třeba příště.
Revelio.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Čau, Sebastiáne.
Hello, Sebastian.
Tebe jsme chtěli vidět.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of
Svěřenec, který
supplies,
tě
and I'm
roznes
to
na
accompany
kopytech.
you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Shall we? Už mě vem ven, Sebastiane. Chci to tam rozbíjet všechno.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
To tam jdeme fakt pěšky, jo.
Thank you,
Co,
by the way.
koštěti, jo.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever
Revelio.
bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Jo, Sebastiane, chudáku, mě vedeš pěšky.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Myslíš?
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Ale
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian.
Kurňa, kdo by nechtěl žít v Bradavicích, Kdo by nechtěl žít v Bradavicích, tak je blázen.
And I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section.
Revelio.
I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Můžu říct, že za celou hru, co jsem to dohrál, tak jsem nikdy nepoužil lektvary. To je možná párkrát, nebylo to potřeba vůbec. Jako některý jsou dobrý, jsou tam dobrý lektvary, který ti jako pomůžou docela pekelně. Ale není to úplně nutný, není to ta potřeba. Hala. Serus.
Already seen the hippogriffs?
Revelio.
Absolutely.
Likely already named them
To the left is the Forbidden Forest.
Hala, zapovězený les.
Oh, hence the
Tam taky
name.
budeme chodit.
Precisely.
Taky budeme chodit.
They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Tam to paťulice pak celý vyseká.
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface.
Mimo
Boats to
chmurky.
see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps
Hele,
one
to je
day.
srálové.
I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you
Moonwalkujou na
became so
zemi.
good
No.
at dueling.
Pěkný. No, není to krásný.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as event.
Revelio.
Jsem úplně zapomněl, jak ty prasinky jsou daleko, to jo.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear.
Potom Robé neslezeš z koštěte.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Non-stop na
We met our new
koštěti.
fifth year.
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow.
Hele ho,
Turn
pan
and
Moon.
run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
Trošku požral.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Revelio.
Demi, guys, ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi, guys.
Ten nás pak bude učit právě o demykání. Ten nachcanej doktor, profesor.
I've never seen
Lumos.
Mr. Moon.
Accio.
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was.
Revelio.
She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back up.
A vítej v prasinkách. Hogsmeade.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Já chci Olivandra.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Ještě v Olivandra. Počkej.
Revelio.
Tady je to všechno pozamykaný, ve.
Blooming beard, not again.
Ne Olivandre.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for
a new wand.
Co tu hůlku za uchem?
It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world.
Dopadnete, když budete závislí na hůlkách,
to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear.
Tahle to asi nebude.
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you.
Tady, pane profesore.
Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring.
Dračí srdcovka. Give me that shit.
This one a try.
Bezlé, hele. Bezlé.
Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you.
Tak to asi taky nebude.
This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you?
Já chci tu nejlepší hůlku.
There you are.
There you are.
Yes. I think you might be the one. Here. Take it. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Kus dřeva, tyva, co to dokáže? Co to dokáže?
Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Nepodaj.
Curious indeed.
Koho chceme vevnitř? Plána z dračího srdce, žíně jednorožce, anebo pírku Fénixe? Pírko Fénixe,
Phoenix
jasný.
feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative. What do you think?
Krutá srdcovka.
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Revelio.
No a co na to říkáš? Dneska to video bylo celkem fajn. Byla sranda, nějak jsme potupili nějaký čaroděje, nebo spíš začátečnický čaroděje. Všichni jsou hotoví z toho, kdo jsem, co jsem, kde jsem se tu vzal, jak to, že jsem tak dobrý. Já doufám, že se ti video líbilo a uvidíme se u dalšího pokračování Hogwarts Legacy. A pokud by si teda chtěl dorazit ke mně na Twitch, který najdeš asi někde tady, nevím kde všude, dělalo by mi to velkou radost. Streamu bohužel ne pravidelně, ale snažím se streamovat poměrně často. Nezapomeň dát odběr, like se zvonečkem a uvidíme se u dalšího videa.